Well, I'm Ninon, and I'm the host of Vegas Live with Ninon, and we're down here at the Peppermill. We've had a wonderful guest so far, but now I have kind of an Elvis Presley, Mikey Kehoe, and he is amazing. He's got the glasses, he's got the hair, he's got, except someone was saying, they said they never saw Elvis Presley with grey hair. So,
well, thank you very much. I call myself the Geriatric King, so a lot of people like to think Elvis never died.
Yes.
So if that's the case, then he's 85 years old. So
is he 85 today?
He'd be 85 years old.
So. Not today, but this
yeah,
year.
Yep. So
85. Can't think of Elvis Presley being 85, can you? No, you're 85.
No, not quite
there.
So.
But you've got all the gear, you've got all the rings, you've
got all the gear, and
I
got a gold walker too that I
have a gold walker
that I pair with. So, and what I've done is I've you know, I mean, I kind of, like, if Elvis was still alive, he's a senior citizen, so I parodied a lot of his songs. Are You Lucid Tonight, Geriatric Rock, All Washed Up, things like that.
Oh, okay, so you're going to sing something for me?
Sure, if you'd like. So,
well, of course I'd like it.
One of the fan favorites is Are You Lucid Tonight, so gotta get the lip, you know. So. Are you lucid tonight? Did you forget things tonight? Are you sorry your thoughts drifted apart? Does your memory stray? Did you forget things today? Like your medication? And where the hell did you park? Do you recognize your loved ones? Or do you just stare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and wonder who lives there? Is your head filled with pain? Does every day seem the same? Tell me, dear, are you lucid tonight?
I love it. I was not expecting. I was expecting a full-fledged Vegas. But so you made that up, and you kind of put it all together and everything.
So,
but you're also a comedian, you said. Well,
exactly.
now I can see why.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of put. I'm actually a big Elvis fan. I love Elvis. I've been listening to his music since I.
Well, I can see by the outfit you have on that you're a bit of a fan.
And I was, I do stand-up comedy, and one day I was listening to All Shooked Up. You know, my hands are shaky, my knees are weak, and I got to thinking about, well, if Elvis was still alive, like a lot of people thought, he'd be a senior citizen. So
you just said he'd be what, 85?
He'd be 85
now.
He'd
be 85 this year.
So I've been doing this kind of off and on for, gosh, a couple decades now. You know, so.
I thought you were going to say a couple of days and a couple of decades.
No. Well, I actually. That's
a long time.
I came up with the idea in the 90s, and then kind of life got in the way. I won't bore you with my life story. I'm happily remarried, living in Vegas now, and I really wanted to get back out there.
So he obviously had a very unhappy marriage, which is because he just stated that he's happily married now.
Well, I was happy the first time around, but she wasn't. And she left me with 3 little kids. So
oh, really? So you brought up 3 children?
I brought up 3 children, and I met this wonderful girl who had 2 children of her own. So we became like the Brady Bunch. We had our 5 kids, and you know, as a parent, I think the most important, that was my first obligation.
Yes, your children, absolutely.
Once they were out of high school, literally,
college.
I moved out here, and I thought about doing but I saw 3 Elvises in one block.
So all I need is a 4th.
Yeah. So. And I've been waiting, and finally I turned to my wife one day and I said, you know what, I got to get back on stage. So I put the act back together. The Geriatric Elvis, I've been in a few, my character's been in a couple different movies.
How wonderful.
Yeah, one of them is 48 Hours to Vegas. It's available on Amazon.
Okay.
It was part of the 48-hour film festival, won all kinds of awards. 2017, it was at the Paris Film Festival that year. I've been in the Pupil of My Eye and the.
Hey, I've got a celebrity sitting next to me. He's pretty cool.
the principal's bad day, and all, and
Oh wow!
everyone just loves the character,
Yeah, of course they do.
I just have a lot of fun doing it.
And you have the character, and you have fun. So
I
you
love
project it out there in a good way. It's funny because the reason you might not understand me is I don't pre-interview anybody, so I don't know who comes on my. I just know your name. That's all I know, and that is obviously a part of Elvis. But you've done a lot of great things in your life, so you're very proud of your life.
Oh, exactly. You know what? Life is very short. I literally.
Well, telling me.
I died back in April of 2016.
Oh, really? So what are you doing here now?
I dropped dead. I have a defibrillator put in, and
did you have fibrillation of the heart?
Yeah. So
that's funny because that's what my husband died of.
And to me, every day is a gift. And I don't waste a minute of it being down or depressed. There's a lot of negative out there.
There's so much negative. I agree with you.
I want to be happy. Let's make people laugh.
This is the only time. This is the only time you really live is in the moment. I think people seem to forget. They talk about yesterday and they talk about tomorrow. But hey, how about living what
don't
you're
waste
doing?
Today. So I do a lot of senior centers. I'm going to be doing Desert Valley Senior Center. I'm doing a show for them this Friday.
Yes.
And the city of Las Vegas has a Senior Idol show that they do every year. Except this year because of COVID.
For COVID, yes.
I did that in 2018 and 2019, and it was great because after I perform, I get mobbed by my adoring fans.
I love it.
But it's
great.
just everyone gets.
Well, you're giving them something.
Exactly.
You're giving them something to look forward to, and they can laugh and joke.
I've had people come. Everyone wants a photo. When they see them, which is great. And I've had people come up to me in tears saying, "Oh, I wish my grandmother could have seen you, or my mother would have loved you." And it's like, "Can I take a picture?" I said, "I'd be honored to take a picture with you."
I love that. So you're never too old, are you?
No, never.
Never
too old to get out there and
you still got the enthusiasm.
Exactly. It's funny because I started doing the Elvis, and that started going well. So I took singing lessons, and then I wanted to get into acting, so I put a resume together. I've been cast as me, in a couple of films. And then my wife wanted, so then I took acting lessons. And this is all like in the last 5 years. And my wife wanted to write a book. I said, write it. So she wrote it.
She's already written it?
She's written it, and then she asked me to look it over, and so she had me add a teeny little bit of my twisted humor into it, and so she published a book. So now we're taking writing lessons. So we got a book published. You know what I mean? So
see, that's amazing.
So the point I'm getting at is, if you don't wait, just
do it.
You know what the key is?
No, tell me. I want to know another key.
If you want your dreams to become a success, stop dreaming. Turn your dreams into goals.
Into reality.
Once you turn it into a goal, that was the difference for me. Once I'm going to make this work, and I just went and did it. I didn't worry about it. I didn't worry about how. So if you make that dream a goal, otherwise, what are you doing when you're dreaming? You're sleeping.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Right?
No, I don't
think about it. You just sit there dreaming about it. It's never going to happen.
It'll never happen. No, you have to actually get up and do it.
Make a goal.
And I think that's anything. If you want to exercise, I suggest you get up and start walking, or go to exercise, or whatever you want to do in life, whatever that may be, that little something. Just do it.
There's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. Elvis said that.
And if it came from Elvis, we know it's true, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well, look what he did. I mean, my God. Man took over the entire planet.
He took over, but he came from, I hate to say he came from nothing, but he didn't come from money. I'll put it that way. Because we all come from parents.
They were very, very poor people.
They were, so it didn't come from money, but just in England we have a little different thing about money. You don't have to be cultured or anything to have money. It's not to do with, it's where your breeding is and how your breeding is more than it is with the money. That's how we are in England. In America it's all about money. It's how much money you've got is how successful you are. Right. Which is a little bit wrong, but he didn't come from money, but he came from two great parents.
Exactly.
And he put what he was given, he actually got it put together, and he started, hey, wait a minute, I can be a singer, and he, wobbled around and did his thing. And
think about it, had he listened to the critics at the time, he would have never...
He would have gone back into, he would still be...
Exactly.
Yeah.
They asked him at Sun Studios, who do you sound like? And he said, I don't sound like anybody.
And I don't look like anybody, and I don't move like anybody. No. And he didn't, because everybody was so frightened of how he moved and what he did, because he was making these strange movements, with right now is nothing compared to what they do
it's
now.
Laughable. It's
now they have practically no
it,
clothes on anymore, and he was just making those. How can anybody reach you, Mikey?
Well, you can go, you can email me at mikekehoecomedy@gmail.com. It's Mike Kehoe, Kehoe, or just give me a call, 702-401-3480. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you. So.
See, he's not worried about giving his phone number out,
No,
is
not
he?
that one. So, yeah. So, but,
it's okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of technologically impaired, to be honest with you. So that if I can handle my email, I'm lucky.
You're lucky. You sound like me. Exactly the same.
Right.
Well, it's great to have you on the show. He actually came down so that we invited him to come to watch the show, and we had somebody didn't turn up, so he kind of here he is. But nothing happens by accident. He actually was here, and because he was here, he was able to come on the show. So if the same thing happens to you, want to come down and watch the show, we're at the Peppermill every Tuesday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. We film about 4 or 5 guests, and you're more than welcome to come down. And thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to subscribe, YouTube, and thank you again, Mike. It's
well, thank
great
you.
To have
Thank you very much.
And I love it. I love it. Take care. We'll see you next week. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up, and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.